YouTube, coming at you with a quick little video. I have recently just caught me a new Glock, my most recent pickup. Before this one, I was gonna make a video on a gun, on a handgun I had purchased before this, which was one of my favorite guns at the time. Well, not really at the time, but a gun that I really liked. I always wanted, just never found time to buy it because I always had other projects I was working on. But pretty much it was the SIG M18/17. I found a good deal on the 17 M17 P320 and couldn't pass it up. So I had bought that one. I'm gonna insert a video how that looked, but I ended up, despite all the stuff that's going on with the P320, I actually didn't have any issues with mine. My M17, I did all the little tests. Pretty much all of the videos that people making, they're like putting a nail in a trigger, or they're like slightly pulling the trigger back and like moving the slide and seeing that the trigger go off and to shoot by itself and all that kind of stuff. Mine didn't have those issues. I tested it. And I did like it. It was cool. But I didn't like it enough to keep it. Because at the time, it's pretty much my only gun right now. I had sold my other two Glocks I had. My last video I made maybe like 2-3 months ago. That's 17 and a 19. I also sold my Hell Pup. So I did want to, I guess you would say, I restarted my gun collection again. Well, my gun arsenal. But yeah, so I had wanted to make sure I get something proven and reliable. I mean, how I look at firearms now is much different, much more mature than I used to be. I'm not really into just buying every old thing because it look cool or the new hottest thing. My guns is just for protection. Just protect me, my family, my loved ones, and anybody in my immediate vicinity. So, you know, I don't do a lot of, I had to really be honest with myself. Like, I'm not willing to keep spending thousands of dollars on guns, and I don't even go to the range that much. I done bought so many guns and don't even shoot the damn things before I done sold them. And I find myself being so hyped up to buy a new gun, get all the attachments for it and hook it up. And then right after I hook it up, now I'm not interested in it no more. Now I'm looking at the next thing I want to buy. So right now I'm just doing some, just buying, getting the basic essentials, a handgun or two, a rifle, a shotgun, just a couple of things. I ain't really trying to have a 10, 20 guns, just not necessary. So I just want to keep it to the bare minimum basic, just the stuff I need, So with that being said, to give y'all a little backstory, I had bought the P320. But I decided, I changed my mind. I'd rather have, looking back on it, I wish I would have bought the M18 over the 17, even though I like both, but actually owning it and having it in my hand and shooting it, I didn't like the M17 too much. I'm not too big on these big old guns no more, the full size. I don't know. I just didn't like the M17. I wish I would have just spent another $100 and got the M18. But yeah, so I'm gonna insert a video. Y'all can see how that look. I did hook it up. I had a lot of plans for it, but once I realized, because I never owned a SIG before, so once I realized I would need to switch I needed to switch the grip module to a small, because my hands are very small, and a medium, I just didn't like how it fit. And just like, it just left a bad taste in my mouth. For one, I was regretting buying the M17 over the 18, then the fact that I'm about to hook this gun up, and I don't really like it like that, and I eventually might still buy M18. So it was just pointless. So I ended up working something out with one of my FFLs, real cool, and I pretty much made an even trade for this. I think I added like $65 and got this brand new. I am a veteran, Army veteran, so I am able to get blue label Glocks, and I never did that before, and I wish I would have known that a long time ago, man. I mean, this gun right here, just the price is just amazing. That that I can get these Glocks brand new out the box for. You know, 'cause I used to buy a lot of my guns used. I mean, this brand new out the box, and I get a very good discount for being a veteran. So I use that to my advantage. So here's my new pickup right here, brand new in the box. It's a Glock 45. I always wanted this Glock. I've owned almost all the variations of the sizes of Glocks: 21, 20, 19, 17, 43X, and I like these the full size grip on the 17 or on a full grip on when it comes to Glocks. The 19 give me that M17 medium grip module feel. It technically don't really fit my hands like I'm forcing it, and that's one of the reasons why I sold my Glock 19 2 times. I had 2 of them already, but I'm just getting real nitpicky. You know, at the end of the day, this is what I'm spending my hard-earned money on. It got to fit my needs, you know, and I just had to stop buying something just because it's cool, or, you know, just it got to check all the boxes if I'm gonna spend my money. 'Cause at the end of the day, why spend $500 for something that only check 3 of the 5 boxes when I could, you know, buy something that check all the boxes? So this checks all the boxes for me. I like this for a duty use, you know, SHTF. If I only had to grab one, I grab this type of thing, and this will fit those needs. You know, y'all know it's typical Glock 45, nothing special. OEM, brand new out the box. Got a full size grip on it. It fits my hand much more better because these Glocks got this little hump back there, and because the 19 is shorter, that hump is raised up a little bit more, and the way it sits in my hand, I just don't like it that much. But this feels much better. It's pretty much like a 19X. I actually had a 19X wait for a background, and I switched it out to this. I'm glad I did. But yeah, so the video ain't gonna be too long. I mean, y'all know what a Glock 45 look like. I think this the best Glock. Personally, for me, this the best one, because I get the shorter compact slide, which I can control the recoil better. It's a great shooter, but I get the full grip that fits my hand better. Bigger magazine capacity that fits flush and not all like hanging out. You know, it's MOS, so you already know what I'm going to do to that. And yeah, so you get 2 magazines in the box. You get the plates from Glock to mount your optics, back straps, instruction manual in the back, gun lock. Yeah, that's about it. You get 3 magazines in it. But yeah, for Glocks, I love the way this fit in my hand. Love it. So yeah, man, just wanted to keep y'all updated. I'm sorry I ain't been making a lot of videos. Like I said, I'm just not as into guns as much as I used to. So I ain't finna just be buying stuff just to make content, but it's costing me money, because I don't get nothing out of that. Just showing off my guns to y'all on YouTube. But the few guns that I am interested in, I will let y'all see them and keep y'all updated. And I definitely do still watch y'all. Shout out to 762 Mike. Shout out Eyes and Ears Tactical. Shout out Bobby Dynamite. I watch a lot of Honest Outlaws and Napoleon the War podcast while I'm at work. A lot of different podcasts. Yeah, so I'm tuned in, y'all. I still watch y'all videos. I'm still tuned into the community. I'm just not a gun tuber no more, so I can't, you know, I unfortunately, I thought I was going to be able to get back into it when I made some videos about a month or 2 ago. But like I said, the passion just ain't the same. I'm just not willing to spend the money that I spent again. I just can't find myself to do it. I feel weird even thinking about buying a $2,000-3,000 gun like I used to buy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so it's the Glock 45 right here. It's gonna be my primary firearm right here, and I'm gonna probably pair this up with another Glock. Honestly, I might do get another 19, but I might look into changing out the grip module for the 19. or doing some type of undercut, figuring out something. Because I just don't like how it fit. But I would rather have that one that slightly don't fit my hand than any other thing. Because honestly, all roads lead about the Glock. That's the best way. I mean, I done been around the board, FN, SIG, Taurus. I done owned everything. But it always come out the Glock. Every time. I just don't feel comfortable not having a Glock. You know, honestly, I don't. I just don't. Even if I had other guns outside of that, but my main primary guns, when they come down to it, I got to have a Glock. I got to. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm about to choose a SIG, a Canic. I don't care about no fancy trigger. I don't care about none of that, bro. I got to have a Glock. It's just too proven. It's the only thing that I just 100% feel safe. That I know I got a gun and I pull this trigger, it's gonna protect me. Every time, no matter what bullet I put in it, if it's a little dirty, whatever, it's gonna rock and roll. And that's what I'm willing to pay my hard-earned money for. I choose that over, even though I love me some FDE, I choose this over a pretty FDE SIG or this or that, you know. So, all right, I'm going on a little rant. I got my food sitting right here, so that's pretty much it, y'all. Y'all stay tuned in. I am gonna keep some slight little content coming when I can, and thank y'all for subscribing. Staying tuned into me. For those who still check in with me, and yeah, I'm doing good. Trying to keep my faith strong, keep my family good, and keep working hard. So I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.